bright light that sees in the darkness, still surrounded by mystery. In this region, they have served their purpose. Ought only the ivy seals it. Another guest has also claimed it as new. Ears hidden in the plumage, can hear and sense danger everywhere. In modern agriculture, there's no more place for subsistence. But what now? A secure shelter. So she sets off with an uncertain destination. Thermal monocular vision must urgently be avoided. Allowed to enjoy their freedom, living in colonies at the edge of a former sand quarry. Even young sea eagles soar here and there. And now our barn owl, with feather plumage and larger head. But from her comes no danger to them. Unknowingly, she lands in the territory of white paws, of gold. From the sharp claws, but the bird of prey approaching. Both. The color of the plumage is perfect camouflage, all just from frogs and mice. Defense kind, hungrily roams through the lowland play, around the world up to address, into bizarre and absurd figures, into the summer. Excited number too large, dreams itself in the sunset. Of humans drawn by the warm light of the ray. Birds of prey and others in the bell tower. Esting birds love bell towers. In the silence, completely different sounds can be heard. Our barn owl spends this long night in the ope. Lands in the territory of a young long-eared owl. Owls appreciate cemeteries miles. She seems to like it. But not the sea. Only these predators cannot be heard. They split the air turbulence into many tiny streams, and thus dam. After the wake, people retreated to sleep. Little owl senses food. Their reputation as messengers of creatures of darkness were said to bring plagues, and this led to drastic rescue. Suspicious also, the sounds of other animals prompted humans to kill. With the golden jackal, they feared. He would turn on humans, the essence of evil itself. Golden jackal has not recovered, let alone that of the owl. In turn, the owl populations. Barn owl now forested area. The dewdrop. Tree fungi, however, warn of the sense. Earlier, it was settled by every trophy hunter. In this breeding station goes. It is curiosity to force bloodlines here in Central Europe. No. In the original and especially cheap nest boxes breed. Expect no reward for it. The birds take it calmly prepared. Are not deterred by the unusual color of the presented prey. The animals are fitted with rings to identify them later. For the caretakers, the free. As like the tits at the tit, hunger is stronger than kinship. Attack the blue tit is back. Our hungry barn owl uses her feet like a rudder. porter unable to withstand the coming winter. Decided for the old bar. Suspicious. And the food supply is abundant. The shepherd underestimated his weight and falls backwards into a protectio, but he is a comrade up there in the tree. Animals always profited too, as usually something remained of everything. The problem: 14 pieces of mallow. Owls are carnivores. Bus and Majesty the attack. It gets cold. Some owl species follow humans into the cities. Has a very practical reso, as if they could confess to each other. The frozen little owl, its mating season. Runs mad around the branch and prepares for takeoff. And so she continues her journey. Ultimately, the fight decides who gets the burrows and where known to occur. Owls memorize places and routes. So she chooses the garden of the old fairy farm as her. In the overgrown garden, various animals find. Feeding is the task of both parents. Breeding is done exclusively by the female, but still gets startled by FLIs. He knows. The rat flees. And then it's left to fend for itself. She observes a barn swallow flying through an open window. To fill. Owl. Feels safe in the paradise of nuts. But again, the barn owl has her eyes on the mice. Which would taste good to her. Always quiet and dry, as it seems belongs. In the foolish darkness, she too sees the mice once a guy. Falsely busy themselves with sacks full of nuts. For protection against them, bravely they dance over the abyss. The owl is too big for the snake. The snake gives up and disappears. Unmistakable, the calls of young companions a bread box here. Must. They still seek the closeness of their siblings and depend on human tolerance. Follow mother on first flight into freedom.